Hey guys, it's Steph Barker again, and today we're going to be talking about the regular single paradiddle. We talked about a double paradiddle groove earlier, and now I'm going to take it to just the single paradiddle because there's a lot you can do with that on the pad and when you take it to the kit. So, a single paradiddle, the sticking is right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. And again, when you're playing rudiments, you want to start out slowly and make sure all of your movements are very precise and have a lot of power when you start them out slow. So I'm just going to play this very slowly, and I'll say the sticking, and then I'll start to speed it up a little bit. Right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. So that was just a demonstration of a regular paradiddle from slow to fast. Some of the variations you can do that on the pad is when you start to get faster, you can keep accenting the first note of each hand when you switch the sequence. So one sequence would be right, left, right, right. The next sequence is left, right, left, left. So on the first note of each of those, you could accent it. Or you can just start out evenly and then keep it even the entire time with no accents at all, which is kind of how I did it the first time. How there's two rights in a row and two lefts in a row. Again, that's throwing in the diddle, as in the name Paradiddle. So keep working on your double strokes to get them up to speed so you'll be able to play these faster. And now you should start to see really how everything comes together when we're talking about rudiments. It seems like every one of them has some kind of thing to do with a diddle or using doubles, and that kind of being able to switch from your wrist power to finger power, is actually really important, as inappropriate and funny as that sounds. But really, it takes a lot of power with your finger strength to be able to get speed when you're playing rudiments. So now we're going to take this paradiddle and take it to the drum set. First little groove I want to show you. It's really simple. The hands are going to stay exactly the same sticking as what we just did on the pad. I'm going to put my right hand on the hi-hat and my left hand on the snare drum and just play paradiddles. But as you can see, the one change I made is when I start that left hand sequence of left, right, left, left, I am accenting my left hand to give it that 2, like if you're playing a rock beat, the 2, 4 is going to be on the snare drum. So to accent that, that's why I bring it out. So again, I'll do that one more time. So everything else is exactly the same, I just accented that one thing. Now, on beat 1, this is similar to the double paradiddle groove in that the first beat I'm going to put a bass drum. Let's try it. So on the beginning of every right hand sequence, I'm putting a bass drum. And you can hear there it starts to sound like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like your basic outline of a rock beat, except you're playing a little bit more intricate because you have a paradiddle going on between your hands. Now once you master that, on the second time that you play that right hand sequence, you can play, it would be like the 3 and if you were doing it like counting it 1, 2, 3, 4. The two bass drum hits that we just added in go along with your right hand. They match up with what you're playing on the hi-hat. So if you need another thing to reference when you're trying to get the groove and you're not sure if you're doing it right, you're lining it up with your right hand on the hi-hat. So one more time, really slow. Paradiddles is normal on both of your hands, and you're accenting the left sequence. The first right hand sequence gets 1 bass drum hit. The second time you do the right hand sequence, there's 2, and that's going with your right hand. It's a cool little groove to do, and your muscles, once you remember the paradiddle, it's like on lock. You can just go all day, and it's just something to change up from the typical rock beat. The next little groove that I want to talk about with a paradiddle has your right hand is going to just be doing straight eighths on the hi-hat, and the actual paradiddle comes in between your bass drum and your left hand. So your bass drum is going to become your right hand as what it would be in the pattern, and your left hand stays the same. We're still going to accent what the 2 and 4 would be. This groove I've heard, in a lot of different songs, and you'd be surprised how often it actually comes up, and different variations of it. But it's a great groove, and whenever I hear it, I can automatically just associate it with paradiddles. So just the foot and left hand, it would sound like this. So I'm taking the exact same thing that I did with my right hand and putting it to the bass drum. So it's foot, left, left, foot, left, foot, left, foot, left, left. Now what we're going to do is just add the eighths with your right hand, and it will sound like this. Eventually you can change your hi-hat pattern, move it to the ride. You can also drop those last 2 notes on the left hand after the accent. That's another variation. You don't have to do the complete paradiddle, but you can throw in those notes like for ghost notes. I love this groove. It's really, really fun, and to change it around on different things too. So I'm going to just play an example with it and just play it around the kit and show you some different variations and what it can sound like. I show you is for, soloing and playing around with, or like a little finesse thing here and there. But this can actually be a solid groove in a song. For a reference that I like to listen to while I'm doing it is the song Futuristic Casket by Fantagram. It has a really, really steady pulse. It's like the same through the entire song. I love to play along with it, and it's exactly that type of groove. As soon as I heard it, I was like, I need to play to that, because it's just like that paradiddle groove. So I hope you guys can check out that song. If you know a song that has that's already coming to mind, check it out, play with it. It's a really, really fun groove, and you can move paradiddles around the kit, just like we did with all the other rudiments and anything else. So I hope that you guys practice this, and I'll be back next time with some more rudiments. Thanks.